the person that you're trying to beat has cajoled you and tempted you into doing something that isn't necessarily in your interests. And then when you do reach the finish line, they're never going to say, well played, man, fair fight. Yeah, exactly. No one else knows. It's largely just this silent war between you and your projection of them.
And to be clear, like I think that vengeance and revenge can be incredibly motivating. And if the only fuel that you have is that to get what you want, then use what you have. But I think that the outcome of it, of beating a specific person, is not nearly as fulfilling as you think it will be. Yeah. But if along the way you can create good from it, then I think that there's some reconciliation of pros and cons that happens, of like, good stuff happened, bad stuff happened, and is there more good than bad, that we sum up at the end of our lives. But I find it interesting when I look at like the oldest, the old wise men that I pay attention to, or that I read their dead books, or they're dead, the books are alive. It is interesting how much they talk about like the folly of youth, and how much we value things that never really mattered to begin with. And I try to think like, what is that guy going to say about what I'm currently doing, and will he approve of it? And to be clear, it's not like I always have the answer, but I think it takes the edge off both sides. On the downside, if you do, have your losses, it's like, well, this is okay. And on the upside, when you do have your wins, you're like, I'm not that important.
A lot of this feels to be about the expansion of time, being able to see things on a broader time horizon. Is that fair?
Time and space. I think there's the two things that can shrink or expand anything, right? So like if you zoom in the atoms of this table versus zooming all the way out to the cosmos, all of a sudden, whether two monkeys are having a podcast that they're recording matters significantly less. And also when we think about the billions of podcasts that get recorded over the next however many years, it shrinks it. But in this exact moment, this becomes the most important thing that I'm focused on right now. And so I think